All right, y'all. Top of the morning to y'all. So I got like 9:33. Today's like what's today? The 14th. So we're approaching like the of June 2021. So we are fastly approaching the middle of June. Like we're well into this year, man. It's hot. You talking about a hot one? It's pushing like 110 out here in Las Vegas. So I want to talk about this vaginal steaming. Okay, I saw this article over the weekend with Jada Smith and her mother and her daughter. I guess they were on a reality show. They were allowed to film these ladies steaming their vaginas. Okay, well, and I guess it's this Yoni Worship. So let me get in this Yoni Worship. Okay, basically Yoni is supposed to be like a Hindu version of Minerva in the Bible. Okay, or they call it the Old Testament Jezebel. All right, a pagan woman. All right, that pretty much was a self-aggrandizer. Okay, and this is basically like, in other words, like self-worship. All right, self-aggrandizement, number one. Okay, so it is like a pagan practice, but it's claimed that the vaginal steam is supposed to promote, what is it? Health in the vagina area, ease menstrual pain and other things or whatever. Like I don't know, promote like ovulation and that type of stuff. Okay, and it's something, I guess they claim that's been done for centuries, but there's arguments that it does not help relieve those symptoms. Okay, I just think that it's basically like a ritual, kind of like worshiping, I don't know, different gods or the winds, the trees, and all that. All right, it's basically like a polytheistic or like a self-aggrandizement or pagan type of worship. Okay, all right, so it's not really necessary, and quite frankly is dangerous. Okay, and I'll get into that here in a second. I hate to say this, okay, but I think what it is Jada Pinkett Smith. She's pretty much been out of, irrelevant the last 10 or 12 years. Okay, and I just think that many actresses like her that, get put on these has-been shows or whatever to get exploited. All right, as far as these reality shows, many of these reality shows, let's just face it, they're either has-been shows or they're used to promote up and coming actors or actresses to the mainstream. Okay, so they have to start somewhere. Okay, but I just think because she's been fairly irrelevant, then she goes and on these shows and make these whimsical statements and all this other stuff. Okay, and do all this childish stuff. Okay, and I don't know. I don't see how Will Smith allows it. All right, shout out to Will Smith. But I guess it's one of the things, the thing that gets me is, all right, then she's having all these affairs with these men and all that, allegedly. That they've been doing that for years, but she won't leave him. And Will Smith definitely wears the pants in that relationship. All right, I wonder how he feels about all this. Okay, basically about her getting exploited the way that she is being exploited, because that's what she is. Her and that daughter of hers, I forgot that girl named Willow Smith, had came just one song. All right, but steaming, from my research I've done this weekend, is very, very dangerous. Okay, it can make, you have burns down there. All right, because that skin is very tender anyway, down in the scrotum area, or the the crotch area, I'm sorry, scrotum if it's a man, all right, in that area, okay, because if you've been out all day, or if you wear pants, or you dress or whatever, so again, that skin is more tender than your skin that's been exposed, because it can breathe, because they have access to the elements, all right. But the vagina is pretty much constructed, all right, to where it can take care of itself, all right. There's 4 different uses of that, a few just different uses of that, okay, is to eliminate the daily liquid waste, all right, when you menstruate, ladies, all right, that's to clear, many toxins out of your body, all right. It's a sex organ as well. Yes, it is, all right, for your significant other or for your husband, all right, and not recommended, all right, for different, penises and DNA, but for the most part, all right, your vagina is for pretty much burying children, all right. They're pretty much that, they have scriptures about that, all right. Also, that they have biblical curses, all right. The reason why a vagina smell, okay, if women fail to fulfill their obligations as a Proverbs 31 woman, okay. All right, those different little smells or whatever from all that DNA being inserted in you. That's if that applies to you, okay. In fact, from what I understand, that there's one a salon or a spa, a spa that's facing a class action lawsuit, all right, because I guess it's supposed to give allegedly maybe like false promotion to give the vagina a new, I don't know, fresh vagina, or how can I say, a reborn vagina, okay. That does not, steaming does not guarantee that. So that's what this one, what is it, spa is facing. You can look that up online, okay. But if the vagina, if you leave it alone, it can take care of itself, all right. Now, I knew of some women that probably would sit in water, let their vagina soak. Let's say if they're ovulating, in my past or whatever, okay. Older women, all right, will probably use things like maybe like a light amount of vinegar with water, okay, to cleanse their vagina or whatever, to douche. And that's not recommended, I think, no more than once or twice a month, all right, to douche, because of what it does is it washes away the different your antibodies to fight the bacteria or whatever, okay, that builds up. And that's what steaming does anyway, that it could bring bacteria to your private parts, okay, or promote more bacteria, okay. But this is definitely like self-aggrandizement and woman worship, okay. And I just think that you should never really venerate yourself over the first over the Most High. That should be your first love, okay, and also maybe your man, if that applies for you. But if you don't have that, then you should do the Most High anyway, okay. As far as in succession of veneration and all that. But yeah, definitely that I think that this Yoni worship is basically self-aggrandize over a hypersexualization, okay, veneration, and it's not even necessary, all right. But this is what your media allows you to you on a daily basis, dumb stuff like this, all right, do exploit women, all right, just for ratings, all right. I'm done talking about this. I'm probably going to go to the gym and run a couple of miles on the treadmill. But if you like the video, subscribe, share, leave your comments. Let me know what you think. I'll try to pump out a couple more today. Y'all have a good day.